This is sort of a rant video, whatnot, whatever you want to say. So, there are a couple of things I'm going to cover in this video besides just a rant. I mean, let's go with some positive things. Tsunami's coming back. Yeah, everybody should know about that by now. Everybody should not have to worry about it. I love the idea. Seeing classics like Gundam Wing again, or new series that's just as good. Some people are upset Adult Swim's going away, but Adult Swim's getting to the point where its stupidity level has outgrown its typical audience. I mean, Xavier, the Renegade Angel. Not much can be said about that. That's good. And now I guess we're going to get to the rant. Taxes. Taxes and money. Same thing I've been ranting about for a while. 4 years ago when Obama took over, not Bush, they started wanting to do new taxes on cars, on gas, on mileage you drive. They're at one point going to install GPSs in your car that told them how often you drove, which would break a lot of people. Because let's face it, you can't find much work anymore, and you especially can't find close work much anymore. I'm lucky enough, my new job, 8 miles away. That's a good thing, but say they start taxing me 10 cents every mile. That's $1.20 a day. I don't know what I would have to do with gas, car maintenance, car payments. You get the idea. Now they're wanting to tax fast food. Now, mind you, a lot of people are saying, oh, the fat kids complain because they want to tax fast food. They say it's to stop diabetics, heart problems, everything else. Well, I can understand that, and they're wanting to tax not just fast food, all greasy food, all bad for you food. I'll be the first to tell you, yes, I enjoy my hamburgers every now and then. Yes, I enjoy my chicken every now and then. And yes, I enjoy all that every now and then. But here's the problem with that. The reason why we eat fast food and this cheap, greasy food in the first place, health food's not cheap at all. It's really not cheap. It's, for instance, unless you don't catch your fish on sale, you're paying about $8 for a bag of 4 fish. $2 a fish. And that doesn't feed a lot of people. While I can buy a box of hamburgers for $7 that I can feed an entire barbecue with. Here's where the problem lies. A lot of people think it's a good idea because a lot of people are stupid. A lot of people don't have the money problems most people do. I mean, yes, you see the flat screen TV I have. Yes, you know I use an Alienware computer. Yes, I play card games. I do stuff that is expensive that I could spend more money on food on, which I do. I have a great balance of food and everything else. Since I became diabetic, I take care of myself. And no, I didn't become diabetic because I was eating too much sugar or anything else. I actually became diabetic when I started taking care of myself. Mostly because I caught both flus. There are a lot of cases like that they don't realize. Some diabetes are caused by people wanting to be fat. Some are caused by people not taking care of themselves. And some are caused just by healthy people who have unfortunate accidents. In my case, I caught both flus. The H1N1 and the regular one. I'm lucky to be alive. I've recovered quite well. But the thing about all this is, I ever move out on my own, which I'm taking care of my grandma right now, I'm taking care of my brother right now, I'm taking care of a roommate right now. Well, the roommate, my dad kind of dropped on us. So, he pays rent, but I'm the one that buys all the food for the house. Of course, off what they give me. We buy all the food in the house, we buy It takes 4 people to survive and live the way we do. And it shouldn't take 4 people to survive and live the way we do. I'm beginning to wonder if there is... One of my favorite songs right now is by Rise Against, because it's starting to say Orphans of the American Dream. That's not why I like the song, but that line is becoming more true every day, because, let's face it, with all these new taxes they're trying to put in effect, if even half of them pass, trying to find work will be impossible. I mean, gas prices pretty much make that a reality right now. Eating a hamburger will become just as expensive as eating the health food, which we can't afford the health food anyway. Tofu is expensive, fish is expensive, and for the price of what I could eat out at Genghis Grill or someplace that's healthy for me, I can turn around and feed my whole family from Taco Bell or McDonald's. So the question is, where do you start drawing the line? We fought wars against taxes. That's the whole Revolutionary War was about. No representation, no taxation without representation. Why are you wanting to sit there and put more taxes on the stuff that we have so lived a long time with it being without all these extra taxes? And then you turn around and you want to tax them. Soldiers have fought in wars to prevent freedom from becoming basically Britain again. The USA fought a lot of wars over this, and what? Just because some idiots in Congress thinks, hey, we'll just pass a health bill, a fat tax, a sin tax. And let me tell you something about a lot of these taxes. It's hurting people more and more. It's bad enough now, 10% of the U.S. is unemployed. You factor in the people who have given up, you factor in the people that just can't do it, you factor in everything else, and you don't have much left besides there's 20% of people not working that we're all having to take care of. Now some people say that's not fair, Medicare and everything else. Well, unemployment, for instance, you're going to make that rise because how many people are going to pay as much for a hamburger as something else? You want to kill the small jobs now. I mean, it's bad enough. Some of these laws, some of these taxes, and some of these things are going to have to get fixed. Or you're looking at a whole new version of a civil war coming. I'm not saying that because I'm going to cause it. I'm not saying that otherwise. But what's going to happen when someone has to rob you for food? What's going to happen when you've killed the middle and lower class so badly because of all these taxes that we are homeless, trying to find a carport to sleep under, trying to find shelter anywhere we can, going through trash cans to find food? Politicians don't want to think of this. American people don't want to think of this. But that's what happens. Yet again, you're looking and saying the fat kid knows this. Well, I live in a trailer that is falling apart. Quite literally. I can show you walls that we've had to rebuild. I can show you holes in the roof. I can show you where we replaced the floor several times over because of the way our mobile is just twisting apart. The average person, what it takes to live a month is around $1,300. The average retiree makes $1,200. The average military makes $18. So where are you going to draw the line? And for you that think I'm wrong, I might be, because I base it on what happens in this household. I mean, yes, you can cut out cable, cut out that cost. You can cut out cell phones, cut out that cost. You can go with half insurance, cut out that cost. But At the same time, I don't know what's going to happen next. It's getting bad enough with all these new taxes and everything they've been trying to push in since Obama got in office. We're going to draw a line between the land of the free and the home of the brave to the land of poverty. We're fighting worse than third world countries fight for food, for shelter. My new job, I make $8.50 an hour. Even cutting my bills to bare minimum, I still couldn't make it on my own. Not with my car payment, not with my insurance, not with my cell phone bill. Now, you're saying get a landline. I can hear that already. I'm pretty sure what all the trolls are going to say to this video. I'm pretty sure what all the fat cards are going to say to this video. Just like they all say right now. Well, you need a job. You need a job. Well, you know what? Right now, the only real jobs are in fast food. I got lucky and I got hired on by a warehouse through a temp service. Or I'd still be at Waffle House. Before Waffle House, I worked for Whataburger. Before Whataburger, I worked for Little Caesars. Somewhere in the middle of Whataburger and Little Caesars, I had a good job at Dell Computers that a higher up screwed up when he decided he was going to leave and take his whole team with him. These are the points I'm talking about. You start taxing these fast food places, make them raise their tax bar up 80 cents for a $4 hamburger or 80 cents for a combo meal. It's going to start building up and building up. Sooner or later, they're going to have to start firing people to meet their cost. And then what? You've killed what jobs you've had left. College doesn't help anymore. You're thinking I'm lying. My mom just got done getting medical billing coding degree. She can't find a job. My cousin's a full-out registered nurse. She can't get a job. Well, not in her field. She got lucky and through a good couple of references and a good background check, she got a job as a security guard. But it took her 3 years after college to even find that. My friend Andy and my girlfriend Jessica. Andy can't get a job because he's never had one before. I've been trying to push him towards at least going through fast food enough to get experience. But, yet again, you're cutting jobs from them to give them experience. You guys need to think. This is not a game of strategy to see who can kill off the lower class first. This is not a game of I make more money so I'm better than you. This is you're screwing with people's lives. This isn't a game of chess. This isn't a game of checkers. This isn't a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This isn't a game where you can do this. This is reality. You are messing up people's lives. Like I said, it's bad enough now that in order to get experience to get a job, you do have to work fast food. That's even if you're lucky. McDonald's won't hire anybody that's not Mexican anymore. Okay, that's a lie. Most of the McDonald's I go to, they don't speak English anymore. There's 2 of them that have decent employees. The one right up the road from me, you need to learn Spanish in order to order off the menu. That's another growing problem we have. That's time for another video because this is 15 minutes long. You're hearing me mess with a camera box. We need to figure out a way to get things straight. Unfortunately, it's going to involve having to do some major things people don't want to do. All these taxes are just going to make things worse. You really want to put the government back into shape? You really want to get jobs back in here? There are ways to do it besides taxing the hell out of the lower and middle class. You fat cats that don't even know what a hard life is, cut your salaries in half. You'll still live comfortably, while the rest of us still suffer. Oh, and I'm wrong on the numbers. The average retiree makes $1,000 a month. The average Social Security is only $1,000 a month, and it takes 13 to live. Think about that.